Okay guys, so I'm going to go over some of the problems. That way you can finish the worksheet and do a Delta Math assignment. Okay, so don't forget we are working with trig functions. So that means in your calculator, you have to set it to mode. Here, let me show you the calculator. So here's the calculator. It has to say degrees. If it doesn't, you want to press mode and then go down to the right where it says degree, press enter, and then it's good. It'll switch over to degree and then you can press clear. We're going to be using these 3 buttons. Okay, so for the first one, you also have to remember, don't forget that sine is the O and the H, cosine is A and H, and tangent is O and A. All right, so for the first one, we start where the degree is. We're in 27, and you want to label the triangle HOA. H is the longest side, so that would be this one. This one's H. A is next to 27, so 10 is next to 27. That one's A, adjacent, and this one's O. Okay, we're going to cross out the one that's blank. Okay, H is blank because it doesn't have a number and it doesn't have an X, so we're going to cross it out. That means this problem uses O and A. The only one that uses O and A is tangent, TOA. So we have to use tangent for this problem. So you're going to put tan, you put the degree, and it equals O on the top, A on the bottom, because tangent is TOA. That means O on top, A on the bottom. Okay, the degree is 27 degrees, and then the O is X, and the A is 10. And then you solve for X. Okay, on this side, X is on the right. It says X divided by 10, so the opposite is to multiply by 10. You multiply this side by 10, so the answer is 10 tan 27. And that's the answer to X. So you want to type this into the calculator. So I'm going to type it in, 10 tan 27, and the answer should be 5.09. So I'm going to round, and I'm going to round to 5.1. And that's how long that side is. That side is 5.1, and the other side was 10. For number 2, again, we're going to start in the degree, 25 degrees. Label the triangle HOA. So the longest side is H, the top. A means next to 25, so that'd be 10. And then X is O. Okay, on this side, we're going to cross out the blank one. So that'd be H. And we're using, again, tan. So this is tan because it has an O and an A, 25 degrees. And it equals O on top, A on the bottom. So that'd be X and 10. So again, how do you solve for X? It says divide by 10, so opposite is to multiply by 10. Multiply by 10. So we get 10 tan 25. And you get 4.7. For number 3, label the triangle H, that would be the longest side, and then which one is next to 39? Well, that would be the bottom, and this side is O. We're going to cross out the blank one, so that would be the O. This one, you can only use A and H. So to only use A and H, that would be cosine. So we're going to get cosine 39 degrees equals A, X at the top, and H on the bottom, that's 7. Solve for X. It says X divided by 7, so the opposite is to multiply by 7. And the answer would be 7 cosine 39. And we type it into the calculator, 7 cosine 39, and we get 5.44. So the answer is 5.4. Okay, another one. Label the triangle. H is the longest side, so that would be the top one. A is next to 46, so that would be the bottom. And then this is opposite. We cross out the blank one, that would be A. A is blank. So this one you can only use O and H. The only one that uses O and H is sine. So we're going to use sine 46 degrees equals O on the top and H on the bottom. O is 8 and H is X. Okay, this problem is different. When X is on the bottom, these two will switch places. So the X will come to the other side. The 8 will get stuck at the top, and on the bottom, sine 46. So sine 46 go together. And now you can type that in the calculator, 8 divided by sine 46. And the answer is 11.12, so it's 11.1. So in the calculator, make sure you divide by sine 46. Okay, 2 more. Okay, label the triangle. We're starting in 23 degrees. The longest side is H. Which one's next to 23? That would be 6, so that's A, and this is O. We cross out the blank one, so that'd be H. Okay, we only have O and A, so that would be tan. Tangent of 23 degrees is equal to O on top, A on the bottom. So that'd be X and 6. Solve for X. It says divide by 6, so the opposite is to multiply by 6. So the answer is 6 tan 23. That's what goes in the calculator. 6 tan 23. And we get X equals 2.54. So the answer is 2.5. And for the last one, we're at 46 degrees. The longest side is H. That'd be the diagonal. What's next to 46? That would be X. And then across is O. Okay, we are going to cross out the blank one, which is the H. On this one, which one uses O and A? That would be tangent. So you have to use tangent. Tan 46 degrees is equal to O and A. O is 7, A is X. Again, when X is on the bottom, they switch places. So it's going to be X, 7 is still at the top, and then tan 46 on the bottom. We type that into the calculator. And we get 6.78, which is 6.8. Okay, so you should be able to finish the worksheet and a Delta Math assignment. And again, here are the trig functions. Sine is OH, cosine is AH, and tangent is OA.